today. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. We see Matthew Stafford, the one-time Georgia Bulldog, set to pilot the offense of the Detroit Lions.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other two-thirds, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they need all of them to play better in this one, too.
Stafford on first down. And he'll complete this one to Fulgham. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Travis Fulgham.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
On Johnson on the carry.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Stafford's pass.
Carry on Johnson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's second down and
throwing again. Stafford. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Stafford sacked.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking scheme.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Stafford's pass intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Keep it up, guys.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards that time.
That's good.
We know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And now it's second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Defense wins championships, baby. 51's a black shot. Let's go. Go set.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5.
Desmond.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Cowboys.
Desmond Patman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
The kick is good.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt them.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking deep in the direction. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 81 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the 27, Stafford. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
Matthew Stafford sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
26-yard line.
I got it. 56. Right there. 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
For the point after.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term, they just boat race someone. race, car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, Detroit.
52's the mic, boys. 52. I got you, punk. My 52.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and depth.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete.
Stafford's pass.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's to Fulgham, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
First down.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford, little short pass to James. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. 21-0 our score after 1.
Switch up. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Fights free yet again. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Intercepted by the Lions.
That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Versatility and showing those hands. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
He's taken down
second down and 8.
15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Stafford hands to carry.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Stafford's pass.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jesse James, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's got his man on the crossing route.
For a Cowboy.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
The pass.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 50.
On play action, they'll throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So now third and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
10 yards to go.
Watch the ball, watch the ball. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Back to throw again. Open man Lamb, it's complete.
Come on and get it.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
C.D. Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore. Or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
It's second down and 10.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. And that is incomplete.
Stafford's pass. Thrown away and incomplete.
The Lions on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again. Stafford. Open man is Galladay. Complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
The
Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. His throw incomplete.
But so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play here for Dallas. 56 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
51, Mike 51.
Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown!
Their mobile, agile quarterback keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Open man is Quintez Cephas. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Detroit.
Stafford's pass complete to
Quintez Cephas. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions were able to draw a bit closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
The 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
All day, just like that.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They're going to try and throw. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30, 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. C.D. Lamb, 85 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Stafford's pass.
Kenny Galladay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. C.D. Lamb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score.
Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, You picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
It tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A 40-yard punt, no return.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own
good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. After the interception, here's Stafford. Now this one taken in by Cephas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Check. Mike 5-5. Mike 55.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He gets it left side to Johnson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run it with Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
On 2nd and goal, Stafford looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Stafford's pass.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3rd down and goal from the 4-yard line.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would
even
do
know
for
why
them?
they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a
His kick
takeaway,
is good.
take the points and keep moving.
Makes the score.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That's complete to Patman.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 4-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
31.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
Intercepted by the Lions. They'll take over.
Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
I can't believe they even let you play.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Johnson.
They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Quintez Cephus with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to...
It got his man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
That's good.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown, Cowboy.
A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Lions Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Justin Reed. Matthew
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jalen Smith in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
42-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try and start this drive in the air, and that'll be incomplete.
The pass.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
To Desmond Patman. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll set up to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 53 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st down at Stafford. Catch made by Fulgham. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone.
But we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game.
63.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 27 yards there, a 1st down. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare, because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted by the Lions.
And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Maybe a frustration penalty there, because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Stafford now to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jesse James with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. And we get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around. They want a lot of people to catch it and touch it, get a lot of guys involved.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They go to Johnson again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
55, my God, 55.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown.
Stafford's pass.
Kenny Galladay there to make the grab. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
This one fielded at the 5.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. The 30, the 20, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. C.D. Lamb. An even 90 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive...
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Arlington. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. The 40, 30. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Stafford gives to Johnson on the draw. Brush it, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. And there he had to break multiple tackles to earn that touchdown. Bottom line, he earned that touchdown.
Indeed he did. That was pretty much a get-off-of-me run and all the way into the end zone.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the touchdown run came from Kerryon Johnson to cap things off. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Cowboys take over.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Watch the slam. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Tackles. Right here, guys.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll fire deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. C.D. Lamb, 91 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, 10, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Complete to Quintez Cephas.
75 yards. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score.
The Cowboys take over.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
56. Right there, 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline.
Now that'll bring up second down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Let's go. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Let's go.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
That's what I do.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The pass.
Critical play in this football game is if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Rush in.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. There he goes right side. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Cowboy.
A big play there. An even 90 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So it was 4th down. They complete the short pass, and then boom, off to the races all the way to pay dirt.
And so many times in short yardage situations or on downs like this on 4th down, the defense gets a little more aggressive. So if you're able to pop it, right, complete a pass like that, it can break big afterwards, and that's exactly what we saw there. Short pass, long run.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Kenny Golladay making his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way we can get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Intended receiver there was Quintez Cephas. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Quintez Cephas. Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. He gets this complete to Cephas. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
That's what I'm frustrated about, man.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the big... And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game.
Matt Prater.
And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Cowboys take over.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Mike 56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Able to hit his target, Lamb. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 94 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Kenny Galladay and the Lions set to go to work again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Stafford's pass.
Kenny Galladay, 75 yards.
Detroit.
And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
First and 10.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop.
He's got a man complete. 30, past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 88 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
For the point after.
And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving him time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Kenny Galladay making his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good, and I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And this one taken in by Cephas. The 40, the 20, 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Quintez Cephas, 75 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
Conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Go. Go. Mike 51.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Cowboy.
A big play there. 89 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Kenny Galladay and the Lions set to go to work again. Glancing down at the stat sheet, and we've been tracking it, but you get a 100-yard game, you're really happy. You're over 200 like he is. You probably want that ball after this game, don't you?
You want that one. You want to continue to call the same plays in any other game you play. You're having one of those magical performances that just never want to end. And you know something? Your fellow receivers, they get those clenched grins right now, like, congratulations, but why isn't it me?
Well, so far, it's been all about him. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford, open man is Galladay, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Detroit.
From the gun, Stafford. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Third down. And 10 yards to go.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Stafford looks to throw again. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Lions go for it on fourth. It's Stafford. And that is incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Come on, the ball. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Here we go. Mike 56. I'm here all day.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Greg Zuerlein.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he'll complete this one to Fulgham. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Stafford completing it to the right side. Johnson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Stafford on first down. Gets it quickly to Galladay. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Galladay, 27 yards. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Oh, did the Lions get it? Yes, they recover. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
Stafford's pass.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Number 88.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To try again after the sack. Stafford, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
looks like he'll throw here. That is into the hands of Patman. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. He'll look to throw. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 43 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
The kickoff for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Stafford's pass intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.